thank the yeshiva for giving me this opportunity to share words of Chizzuk about the month of Elul. It's hard to believe that it was 18 years ago that my friends and I came to yeshiva. It was very early Elul in the beginning of August, very hot Elul, and we got to experience for the first time what a real meaningful Elul is all about. And the word Elul can sometimes be daunting. We can sometimes think that it means that we need to take upon huge projects for ourselves that maybe we can't handle. The following thought is something that I find personally very meaningful. It's a mashal, it's a parable that I heard b'shem the Chaim about talking during davening, but it could be applied to Elul as well. And the Chaim told a mashal of the Tsar of Russia, who had a practice that once a year he would go and he would visit each of the provinces, each of the states. And each state would go ahead and get together, make the preparations, put out the red carpet, bring out the fancy food, do everything to go ahead and celebrate the Tsar and welcome him upon coming to their land. There was one province, a small province out in the middle of nowhere, Russia, where they were only peasants. They had not much, and they had a strange practice in their town. Their practice was that when a guest would come, they had nothing to offer, and the peasants would actually throw stones at the guest. And so weeks before the Tsar was going to come, the mayor of that town, of that province, went ahead and gathered everyone together and said, listen, the Tsar is on his way. I know that we don't have the fancy things that other provinces have, but we just can't throw stones. I'm just asking you, don't throw stones at the king. And the Chaim explained that when it comes to davening, it could very well be that a person doesn't have the same kavana that the Tanoim had, that the Amoraim had, that the Gedolei Rishonim and Achronim had. So they might not have a davening that's going to be the highest of the high. But just don't throw stones. Just don't talk in the middle of your davening. Don't do that. The king is there. Don't throw stones. And Rabbi Y.Y. Jacobson applied this mashal to the Yemei Elul for people like us. He said we're not necessarily on the level of the greatest Jews of history, that maybe their Elul was an Elul that looked totally different, full of extra hanhagos, full of tikkun chatzos, full of staying up late, full of waking up early, full of doing all these things that would heighten their spiritual awareness. But the king is coming to the province. Hashem is coming to check on us. Just don't throw stones. One of the avodas of Elul could be that you just take care of the little infractions. Take care of the little things, whether it be in our bein adam l'makom or bein adam l'chavero. Try to make sure that we're taking care of the little things. Try to make sure that we're taking care of not throwing stones. And that's an avoda for Elul that's attainable. That's an avoda of Elul that is achievable. And Be'ezus Hashem, if we could take on those small things, the small steps of Elul, that will get us all ready for a Yemei Hadin that will hopefully bring much peace and much good to a world that needs it, perhaps more than ever. Thank you so much again, and have a great Elul.
והכהנים והעם העומדים בעזרה, כשהיו שומעים את שם השם המפורש יוצא מפי, כהן גדול היו קוראים, משתחווים ונופלים על פניהם. ברוך שם כבוד מלכותו לעולם ועד.